And we are back. It's time for our main event of the evening, a tag match which is going to feature the world champion and his #1 contender for tomorrow night. And here comes Jack Van Ryan. Now, last week we had the privilege of being joined by Scott Gansas at the commentary booth to kick the show off. And he assured us that nothing was going to get in between their friendship. Connor, you had your doubts, and Scott's not here right now, so why do you doubt them?
Can't mix friendship and business. The same thing with Corey Fox and Sid Floyd. You can say all you want, but when you get in that ring and the belt comes up for grabs, you're gonna go after it. And it doesn't matter who or what is standing in your way. Simple as that.
But you don't believe that there's a respectful way that these two guys can compete without cheating or breaking the rules or violating what is just the pure nature of competition. You think it's gotta be cutthroat.
I'm not saying it has to be cutthroat, but
because that's all that Scott is saying, that they're going to have a respectful match and that the title's not going to stand in the way. That's all they're saying.
I'll see it I'll believe when I see it.
Well, we'll be seeing it tomorrow night, live from Philadelphia. Road to Glory will be brought to you on YouTube, and it's going to be one hell of an event. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, here comes the tag partner and the #1 contender for the World Championship. Here comes Scott Gansas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he earned that #1 contendership when 3 weeks ago on CWE's Return to the Air on November 30th. He defeated Surge to earn the right to take on his best friend tomorrow night. You know, like we've been saying it, I know you don't think it's going to happen, but I truly believe that these two will get along, will make it to the main event, will become good friends, will remain good friends, and everything will be just for the fans. I truly believe that.
I hope it happens that way too, but competition tends to bring out the worst in people. You can see what's happening with Corey Fox and Sid Floyd. I mean, one thing changed and all of a sudden there's a plethora of tension that's affecting not only themselves but everyone else in the show.
And you know, that's a really good point, that it is going to stretch past Sid Floyd. It is going to stretch past Corey Fox. In a sort of surrogate way, this tension is going to reach everyone in that ladder match, or everyone in that main event. It's going to get to Dylan. It's going to get to Richard Kill. Because you've got to wonder if those three believe that Corey Fox is sincere, and those three believe that Corey Fox is genuine, that there's some kind of edge where, and look at the comment he made today, he believes that Sid Floyd will win. Do those other guys now think that Corey Fox is going to, rig the system for Sid Floyd? It's everywhere. You're absolutely right. But nonetheless, there is Scott Gansas. And it's about time these guys actually got down to some business tonight. Here come the Edge with Allison James. And Connor, I've got to say, the actions of these two tonight, despicable. We saw earlier during that interview, they took out two of their competitors in Chase Adams and Kenny Barrett. They took out Brandon Lopez after this match. You know what the only interesting thing to me is tonight? That they didn't have the balls to go after the Disciples when they won. That's what's interesting to me, that these two did not have the guts to go out there and take on the Disciples, because as far as I'm concerned, the fact that the Disciples had numbers scared the Edge away. They didn't have the guts to go out there and take on the Edge, or the Disciples.
What of a temper they're on you. You're not a fan of the Edge right now.
Well, you know what? I'm not a fan of the Edge. I'm not a fan of the Edge because I think they're cowards. I think their behavior is despicable. I think the fact that they already have two guys in that ladder match, the fact that they had to get two people in there just so that they thought they'd have a chance to win, says a lot about them. And then they go out taking out the competition one night before the event. You can call it whatever you want. I call it cowardice.
I mean, it's definitely not professional, and I'm definitely not condoning what they've done, but you wonder if they'll even have enough energy to fight in this match. I mean, they've wasted it all on beating up their competition tonight, and a nice kick there.
He ducked that kick and took the worst of it. Oh, there's Gansas pulling down the rope. And it's about time the Edge got some of their own medicine, but Holm able to get out of that one and send Gansas into the barricade, and now Van Ryan's going after 20-er. It's about time the Edge got some of their own medicine. That's all I'm saying. I'm not denying their abilities. I'm not denying that maybe they could win the match without each other, but the fact is, I don't like what they do, and I think that's beneath them to behave that way. Off the ropes. And a spine buster as James is up on the ropes now. Cover. One. And a kick out at one. Well, no, Ref's got to watch out there. And now Van Ryan. What is... Oh, this poor Ryan. No, he takes out the ref. How is that legal? Look for Allison James to get herself involved now. Oh, never mind. The ref is okay. You know, it's got to be interesting being a referee in this business.
Oh, you know.
Got to put up with all kinds of shit. Oh, I can't say that on the air, can I?
All kinds of doo-doo.
That's more PG kind of word. I hear the wrestling's into that PG stuff lately, so. As now, Van Ryan definitely has the edge here on JC Holm. And they tie up, and there's the tag. Scott Gansas is in the match. Look at this. Neck snap and a kick. You know, he's the one who taught that neck snap that Sid Floyd does to him. Scott Gansas is the originator of that move. And now, some interesting... Look at Allison James. Allison James is laughing at Jack Van Ryan. She has no respect for him. Look at that. She got the ref now. And Holm right to the groin. Holm kicking right to the groin and a leg sweep.
There's the pin.
Allison James distracted the ref long enough and the kick out at 1 there. You know, I don't mean to do this now, but we want to remind you that you can follow CWE on Twitter at CWE Live. You can also like us on Facebook as the tag has been made to Chris Twenier. Subscribe to us on YouTube, and my personal favorite, you can follow us on Reddit if you go to reddit.com/CWE/. It's a wonderful community over there. We encourage you to get involved in all of our social media adventures. As now the legal men are Gansas and Twenier. You know, I'll be honest with you. I'll cut the edge a little bit of credit, and it'll be this. Last year at this time, I had no idea the amount of skill in ring that Chris Twenier possessed. Last year at this time, I thought Chris Twenier was a suit. I thought he was a tie-wearing managerial type. But man, has he proven me wrong. He is tremendous in the ring. He's got every bit of skill that JC Holm does. He's got he works his frame. For a guy his size, he's pretty fast. And, I mean, we can't even try to discount the incredible chemistry that he has teaming with JC Holm. The Edge has been an unstoppable force. They have not lost a match since July. So this is... And there's the cover and a kick out there. The last time they lost a match, JC Holm was defeated by Dmitry Volchenkov in July. Think about that for a minute. So I got to give all the props in the world to Chris Twenier. He is an athlete. He is a competitor. He did prove me wrong in a lot of ways. Although I really wish he would change his behavior.
Like I said, I'm not endorsing, I'm not saying, hey, go Team Edge, because I'm not. But I'm just saying, do what works. I mean...
And you know, that's what the 4 guys in the main event tomorrow night are going to have to do as well. There's no disqualification in that match. There's no count out. There's just submissions, but there's no rope breaks. Nothing that can stop you from winning other than pinfall or submission. And you know, there's 2 things we got to talk about here. The first is the fact that the Edge is in the Road to Glory ladder match. They will get a contract, if they win, for a championship match at New World War. There's the cover. And the Allison James, distracting the ref, might have saved the match. And she pulls the rope down. The women's champion, Allison James, is proving her worth to the Edge as well as Chris Twenier is here tonight. But as I was saying, they're going to get if they win the match, they're going to get a championship match for whichever title they pick at Road to Glory now, or at New World War rather. Now, one of their options is in the ring with them right now. They could either face Van Ryan or Scott Gansas, or they could try to go after the weakest link of that, or I should say the strongest link of that Fatal 4-Way match. Either way, whoever wins that match, the decision is going to be incredibly tough. Do you take on Van Ryan or Scott Gansas, 2 huge guys with a ton of experience? Do you go after guys like Sean Peterson or Richard Till? Low blow right to the groin and a kick out DDT. Do you go after a guy like Sean Peterson or Richard Till who you know they're going to break the rules, you know they're going to cheat? Do you go after a guy like Dylan Poteet who, you know, is probably the most honest choice? Do you go after a guy like Sid Floyd who, you know they're not going to beat Sid Floyd? They have a hard time beating Sid Floyd. And I do want to recall that I did make a mistake. The Edge did lose a match to Sid Floyd earlier this month, but nonetheless, you know...
I think if it comes down to it, though, they will go after these same two gentlemen right here.
You think they'll go after Jack Van Ryan or Scott Gansas?
Well, let's say, they win this match.
Nice forearm to the face there.
They win this match right here. It's common. It's familiar ground. I mean, they've done
Oh, did you see that? Did you see what just happened?
I did not.
Jack Van Ryan accidentally punched Scott Gansas right in the face. He thought that JC Holm was going to get sent in the corner. Holm reversed it, and Van Ryan punched Scott Gansas right in the face. Now the Edge have the momentum. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Don't forget, we are less than 24 hours away from their match tomorrow night.
But I say go with the familiar ground. I mean, if they do win this one, even if they don't, they know who they're fighting.
Double arm DDT.
They know what they're good at.
Oh, look at that, right to Jack Van Ryan, the X-Taunt. The Edge lives on their mantra of no drugs, no alcohol, and,
Nice reversal there.
Oh, right back to the... I don't believe this. How is this okay? How is the Edge allowed to get away with this? And there was the ref! And now look at this, Scott Gansas. And he is tapping out. Scott Gansas is tapping out, but the ref missed it. The ref was still out cold. And there goes Jack Van Ryan. This is...
chaos.
What a development. There's no control left in this match. Van Ryan with a belly-to-belly reversal. And there goes 20er. And now Van Ryan spills to the outside. Don't forget, Scott Gansas and JC Holm are the legal men, but there's a battle going on in front of us. Gansas rope break. Oh, Van Ryan in our table. Look out, Connor. Off our table. Thankfully, that didn't get broken earlier by Volchenkov when Pariah ripped it apart. We still have a table here tonight.
Pulled him off the apron there.
Oh, right to the gut. I'm trying to keep an eye on everything that's happening. And Holm in the ring. Oh, he knocked off 20er. Holm got whipped into 20er. Shot to the leg. Oh, Holm! Wait a minute! Lethal injection from Holm! He's gonna head up top now! Stamp of approval! Van Ryan doesn't see it! Van Ryan doesn't see it! The cover! 1, 2, and the Edge did it! Oh, and look at this now. Uh-oh. And Van Ryan is not happy. And we'll be right back.